Hey guys, it's Bazwin. So, as they've just announced, there is a hotfix patch coming out tomorrow, and I want to take a little look at it with you guys and talk about the upcoming public test realms that they've also announced and set live. So, for starters today, we have hotfix 20999 that's going out on all platforms tomorrow, so that'll probably happen tonight in the evening time. There's several fixes and event reward adjustments. The biggest thing that they're doing here going forward is going into the betas and regular releases of the game. They're making sure that the client now checks for the updated version of the game, which is going to be super nice to make sure that you don't end up trying to load an old copy and wondering why you can't get into the game. Additionally, they've resolved several issues to include the level 40 epic gear having the same stats as the retired level 40 legendary gear, because the people who had the legendary gear were technically getting an edge. So now it's no longer a downgrade. Godstones now show that their XP is maxed out. So one of the biggest issues now that we're level 40 on several characters, getting through and trying to level up your Godstones, you see your Godstones aren't progressing, and this adds a little bit more transparency to where your Godstones are at in terms of EXP per ranking. Now, do keep in mind, certain Godstones have a max level cap for different rarities. However, this should make it a little easier for you to figure out where you're at with your Godstone leveling. They fixed the Blade Master epic armor in the synth stations, fixed a bug that could cause freezes and crashes for certain quests unless you completed or abandoned them, and fixed invasion events not giving rewards to everyone. That was kind of annoying, so I'm glad they took care of that. They also improved performance and stability on the Oculus Quest. Crashes from teleporting and traveling between zones are less likely to happen. This was actually happening a lot. They've boosted the graphics on the Quest native, and the cost of that was some of the stability. So the fact they were able to iron some of that out is very nice. Some continuing issues that they still have, freezes and crashes that were not resolved specifically. Characters created before linking Discord and Skywave do not have the reward items. Again, they're still working on a way to push this all out to everyone. Please look forward to it. Godstone point allocation being reset when you log out or log back in again. They haven't tweaked that yet, so always check your Godstones, make sure your points are applied, and reapply them as needed. Skipped a level and didn't get Godstones from skipped levels. So we talked about this last time. If you have had this issue to where you were, let's say, level 1 and you leveled directly to level 3 on a sub role and you ended up skipping that level 2 and you didn't get the skill Godstone for it, go level up again and you should get the Godstone you need. They're also looking at making a more stable fix for this for some people who actually, despite missing out on skills, got to level 40 and just never had those skills. So that's a fix in progress. And recipes disappearing from inventory, they have not yet found a fix for that, but I haven't heard too much about that happening, so hopefully it's not that widespread of an issue. But now let's get to the real reason for this video, which, while these fixes are nice and the transparency on the fixes that need to be done is nice, what everybody really wants to hear about is the public test realms. So as of tomorrow, they're going to have public test realms. Actually, I think they already have public test realms available for everyone, but as of tomorrow, everyone except PlayStation VR, because there's no good way to do the PlayStation VR test realm opt-in at this time, will be able to opt in on their given platform for the test realms. So they're trying to encourage people to get in on the pre-release builds and the test realms, so that way they can not only test the stability of it, but so that you can see the cutting edge as it comes out. And in order to do this, for the quest, there is a link in the actual patch notes or the test realm notes that are linked below in the description of this video. that will let you get into the Oculus Quest, Oculus Rift, or Steam VR public test opt-in channels. And from there, you can download the actual build for the public test realms. So one thing to note is that characters made for the public test realms and characters made outside of the public test realms are not going to switch between. So if you switch to the public test realm to go try out a new feature that's coming out, or just to dip your toes into whatever they're working on, any characters you make there are not going to be on the live version. So you will have to switch back to the live version of the game in order to actually play your characters as they are. However, I would expect that somewhere down the line they'll probably streamline this a little better. But for now, that's how that will work. So if you do go test out the public test realm using these methods, you'll have to go back to the live store or production version of the game in order to play normally. What if you find a bug while you're playing the public test realm build? Well, they have a separate trouble ticket system for this. So if you are playing the public test realm build and you find issues with whatever they're working on, go to ptr.zenithmmo.com and you can file your bugs there. And yeah, that's the vast majority of it. Public test realms are coming, so we'll be able to see things as they come out, to include their work on Cyber Ninja, their work on housing, and all the other features that they're planning on releasing this year. So if you want to see what they're going to be implementing, and you want to see how they're implementing it, and you want to also get sort of feedback in on that, you might be interested in downloading the public test build to try that out as it goes along. So, to everyone watching this, thank you for watching. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe to get more like this, and I will catch you guys in the world of Zenith.